Right? So, and cars are going toward what? Flex fuel.
Yeah.
We burn ethanol now rather than gasoline.
And electric.
So pay attention. Right. Electric. Tesla.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right? They're building rockets to go to the Mars.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? Pay attention.
Right. Go ahead. Get out of here.
Pay
Go
attention.
ahead. Go to Mars.
Right? So now let's go to where we are now. So these 78 million people are doing what now?
Retiring.
Yeah. We're retiring. We're retiring. We're taking on encore
Do you want more?
businesses, right? This is an encore career for me. Right? I've done my thing, right? Children grown, they doing whatever they gotta do. Right?
Right.
So, you know, your grandmother's in the house, yay. Sometimes they send them back home. Right? They're getting on my nerves. I can't even take it no more. Right? So now we're retiring. So this money over here, baby boomer money, right? We're retiring. When we roll our 401ks, somebody has to do that.
Yep.
Who rolls a 401k?
Us. Financial advisors.
The only people that can move money are financial
Licensed.
professionals. You can call up and say and tell HR, you know, they know when they put your package together when you retire, right? They put your package together, and then you want to roll your IRA or your 401k into somewhere. They say okay, and then they move that paperwork to somebody else. It only comes to you for signature.
Right.
Right? Somebody else is actually making the transaction.
Right.
Those are financial professionals. Okay? You have to be licensed in order to move money in this country. Okay? And you can't make over a certain amount without the microscope on you. If you make $250,000, if you don't, let me say it this way, if you don't make $250,000 or more in discretionary income, there's financial information that's against the law for you to know.
Wow. Yep.
Okay.
Tiered.
So financial information is tiered. Okay.
Yep.
And at $250,000, you become an accredited investor. You don't have to have no trade lines. Okay. At $250,000 of income or discretionary money that you got stashed away. Okay. You in a whole nother echelon of what you can know financially.
Right.
The tax code.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Right?
It's powerful.
So, in order for, so why did I get in the business? Because when I found out that piece of information, it made me know that my community.
How about it made me angry?
It did.
I'm upset. I gotta go.
Because I realized that my community is in the dark.
Yep.
Because, well, first of all, by design.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
By the way the system is set up.
The system.
Right. By the way the system is set up.
A cycle.
Okay. So if that is the case, then I need to get on the inside,
right?
Because I need the information.
That's it.
So that I could be here today,
right?
Talking to you right now.
That's right.
Right. That's what this is about. We're on
sharing information. Here. That's right.
Right. I'm attracted to World Financial Group because they serve the underserved.
Right.
Charles Schwab and
Edward
Jones and Merrill Lynch and Ameritrade, them folks are not coming to knock on your door. Your neighbor is not going to invite you to an overview like this. It ain't happening.
You need at least 5,000-10,000.
Because, and I'm not going to say because you don't make enough money, because you're not their market.
Nope.
And you don't make enough money.
And you don't make enough money.
Right. Second.
That's why you go to their market.
Not the market, because you don't make enough
money.
money.
We're here to serve the middle class. We're here to serve you.
Yeah.
Here to serve us.
I have a question.
Okay.
When you're done.
Okay. Thank you. We're almost. So, the money has to move. So this money over here is going to this group of people. Who are these folks?
Millennials. Hey.
Oh Lord, help us.
Yes. Yes. Please.
Help right now. Right?
Amen.
Oh Lord, help us. Right? Because it's 112 million millennials and Gen Xers who are inheriting the money.
And blowing it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got some millennials in the room, so we're not dissing them. All right?
See, you're not.
So wait a minute.
You're not gonna blow it now.
Because here's the thing about that is The reason they're in the condition that they're in is because we didn't know.
We didn't
know.
And we and our parents didn't
And we
teach us
didn't
because
educate.
they didn't know.
That's it.
Right?
But we are also the first generation. We,
Yes,
brown
we.
people,
Yes.
who are now in this this echelon.
Yes.
That's able to lead
For the first time.
Amen, Helen.
Can I say the first time?
Amen, Helen. Give me time. That's right. That's right.
Right? Right? We have church up there. Amen.
Yeah, amen.
That's right.
Amen.
Amen.
For the first time.
Well.
So when I look at Ashani being here, and what's your name?
Renique.
Renique being here, right?
Well.
This is where the power lies.
That's
Yep.
it.
And if we don't get it and
That's
pass
it.
it on,
That's
because this
right.
is next.
Yep.
Right? They don't have a
She
letter
with
for her
them.
yet.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Right? How old are you?
16.
16. Okay. Yeah, they don't have a letter for you yet.
Right.
That's a good thing, right? Because the stereotypes and the labels are what make us go, oh, millennials, oh my God.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Right? It's a stereotype, right?
Yes.
Let me tell you
educate.
something. They are the
That's
what's
right.
the gig, the ones that don't have to have an office. All they need is a cell phone and a
Virtual
laptop.
Yep.
Or, right?
Virtual, yep.
Yes, and so the geeks, the techies, the gig economy. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
We now live
Virtual.
in the gig economy, meaning gigabytes.
Virtual,
Right? All you
virtual
have to
world
have
and
is a
cloud.
virtual- You don't even have. They don't need all this stuff that we doing.
Nope.
Right? They texting each other, and they can send the video to each other, and they making it happen.
Yep.
When you go to convention,
Mm-hmm.
when you join on with us and you go to convention, 2/3 of the room, when they say stand up if you're between this age, stand up between that age, it's millennials. They are getting this information
That's
because they
right.
understand in order for that they're going to rule the world, and they have to have the money knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So it's our responsibility to get it to them.
That's right.
Yes?
That's right.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay?
Wow.
All right. So, to that point, if the baby boomers are retiring, that means that we're aging out of the advisors, the financial professionals are aging out as well.
That's right.
Right? So we need a whole new force field force. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
We need a whole new force field. Okay? We need a whole new force field in the field force, right? Because by 2022, there's not going to be enough people to move as much money as has to move. Because baby boomers are retiring 10,000 every day for the next 18 years. That's money moving. I said it once before, but I really want you to hear this. I really want you to hear this. Right now, as we live and breathe and sit in this room and have this conversation, we are in the middle of, the largest transfer of wealth in the history of this nation. Because for the first time, African Americans, people of brown skin, have lots of money in 401ks. And when we talk about who really is the bottom, or we talk about middle class, okay? And I try not to play the race card, but that's all that's in here right now today. So y'all don't mind.
But it's a fact too.
And it's the truth, the truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's the truth.
The truth shall set you
Right?
free.
So since it's the truth, we get to talk about what's true. Yes?
Yep.
And so the fact of the matter is, much of that money that's moving is our money, and we calling somebody who don't look like us to move that money.
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy.
Move our own money.
Yep.
To move
Be
our
small.
own money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can move our own money.
Give my money.
Move our own money.
Give
I'm
my
gonna
money.
forget my question. So, if you really, really think about it, if we come together as a all African American community and start moving our own money, if you think about it, you can shut the government down. Because if they operating on our money,
Give me
if they
some.
operating on our money, we can shut them down, and then they gonna fall to our knees, and then the crystal ball gonna be in our hands.
It
But
can
we gotta
happen
get smart.
Overnight. It can happen overnight.
It can.
And we thought, but wait a minute, because our quote unquote leaders that they choose for us,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
right, they thought if we just all went and put our money in black banks, that would be the answer. But black banks are chartered by other big banks.
Right.
Right? So
Yep.
the money's
Like
still
HBCU.
going, it's like, it's just going in the back door.
Yep.
Right.
Right? It's just going in the back door.
Yep.
It's
Call them
still
front
not
men.
coming back. That's right.
Right.
And when you go try to go get a loan from them, they got the same rules that the others. Is that my phone? Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I'm like, somebody needs to move that phone. That looks like my phone. Okay. So, when you go to them, they operate by the same rules that the other banks run by because the charter is the same.
Yeah.
They just got a
Less rules.
black face.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay.
Can I say?
Ashani.
So after me and Robert, we go and we go to the same meeting of with our mentor, Mr. Dudley, and
Yeah.
the one thing that really struck my mind was when they were talking about in terms of just the economy that we live in and how black people we might work $100 billion for the entire American economy, but we put $97 billion back into the hands of other people.
Yeah.
Why
It
did we do
never
that?
goes
Yes.
back in your own community.
We just answered why.
It's just
Yes.
like
No, so we need to get it out there to them. I know why. Like,
Yeah.
But and you're exactly what
Exactly.
you're saying. So one of the reasons why I'm here is I was one of those people. I grew up in Jamaica,
Right.
and my parents
Wow.
went to America. They don't know about money in America.
Right.
So I have to be the one to go back to my family and
Exactly.
tell them I'm not going to be broke when I'm
There
30.
you go.
I'm not
Right.
going to be broke next year. I don't care.
Right.
So I'm
Give
going
him
to
some.
tell
Give him
you,
That's right.
I'm
Give him
gonna tell
some.
you how to do it so that
That's
you don't
right.
have to keep doing it. I'm not living in the cycle of
You gotta break that cycle
yeah, and
of
it's just-
poverty.
and again, it's just like I want black people to see someone, like to see other black people that look
Yes.
like them. Like you can know this
Yes.
information, you can learn.
We
and
can do
better
it.
than
You
them.
can do
Right.
it.
Right.
You can learn and do it better than them.
Exactly.
Right. So
Amen.
here's so here we are, right? And let me
Right.
say this.
Amen.
Let me say this. And so for those of you who are already on the team, so when you see them be hating on me, it's because because I go this deep.
Yeah.
Okay? And most of the time they're just gonna give you the 20-minute slide presentation and we're not gonna really have a conversation. I ain't up for that. Okay.
Yep.
Need a
Right?
conversation.
So
That's right.
we have to
Interaction.
have the conversation.
That's how it sticks.
We need to know what
Right. We need to know.
And
right?
that's how
And
it
we need to know it
sticks.
for us.
That's
All
right.
right? We need to know for us. So
For the
we
visual.
grasp this information. Enough of us. We can change the economy overnight because with the right mindset, we
That's
can
right.
move that how much billion?
97.
That
of our
97 billion
own
of our own
funds.
money
Right.
and shut everything down except what we want to run.
I mean, just think about the number one consumer of television, the number one consumer of
Potato chips.
potato chips, and it's black, it's what African American women.
Right.
Because you know what? We make something out of nothing, and they take our knowledge, our background, and they make millions.
The
out of it.
most
Right.
powerful thing I heard
Because
we
they
were
got
at
the knowledge.
They got the
B.
knowledge.
Roberts. He's like, we can have Wakanda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can.
have Wakanda.
We can.
That's
You know
it,
what I mean?
Wakanda.
Like,
We can
have
have
Wakanda in our own community. There could be a Wakanda in Charlotte, a Wakanda in Greensboro, but the issue is like
You gotta
you have
gotta
to get
come
out of them.
together.
Yeah, but the come together piece. That think of the
Well, we
Jews
are
like,
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And think of it
We're
this
right
way.
here in
Yep.
this room to
Yep.
get on this.
It starts just
It
like
don't take
this.
everybody. It don't take everybody. So here's the other thing that we learned is that the conversation that we can't come together and that black people can't do this and black people can't do that rhetoric is not the truth.
Right.
We are right here in this room together.
Right.
And it only takes a few of us to get it done. But it has to start with your family
That's
first
right.
and then boom out.
Yep.
Right?
Pass
And
that
so
information
what we
along.
don't want to do is take responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We like the entertainment. And we like to, you know how many
Right.
people run around today with Panthers stuff on, right? Living vicariously through some other person who's
Dream,
making
yeah.
millions of dollars.
Right.
And, ain't
And
even
not
thinking
giving
about
you a
things,
dime.
Right? You hear what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's a shift. And it only takes a few to start it.
That's right.
Right, and so we get to be the ones to start it. We need to have more than half this number need to look like us.
Now bring up a good saying, and it's been rejuvenated, I guess, if you will. Knowledge is power, And then to add to that, knowledge plus action is power.
And not yes, and knowledge has to be utilized.
You can't just keep it or die with
It
it.
has
That's
to
right.
be utilized and shared.
That's right.
Share it.
God didn't give it
Yeah,
to you,
yes.
so you just go to the grave with it.
Right.
Like you have to give it to other people because you were privileged enough to get it yourself.
We are our brother's keeper.
Okay.
God say get it and share it. Go tell it.
Right, go tell it on the mountain.
That's what he said.
Go on with it.
It is enough for everybody.
That's right.
It's enough
That's
for all of
right.
us. All right. Next, please. We're just about done. So, we talked about money. We talked about business. So here's where we have to. Here's the coming together. You have to do it through business. We live in a capitalist society. Okay. We live in a capitalist society, and there's 5 different types of capitalism. The kind that they practice here in America is that they make their money off the suffering of the poor.
Yes.
Okay?
That's
flat out.
that.
That's how it is in America, all right? So you have to be in business. You have to be in business, not to make your money off the suffering of the poor, but to assist,
Yes.
right, where the greatest need is. And we're at ground zero here,
Yeah.
all right? So we have a unique business platform. You don't have to have any experience at all. You will get a world-class financial education here, right? What I know now, I didn't know 3 years ago, and I was in the business 17 years.
Yep.
Because when you enter in through their gates, they don't teach you this stuff.
Nope.
And they don't give you the information so you can make the connections, okay? So you get a world-class education. You don't have to punch nobody's clock.
Right.
And you actually do have a business. There is a learning curve. And for that learning curve, you get leadership development and mentoring. You get technology and business tools. We have about 4 apps, right, that completely do the business, help us go to business. We are growing in underserved markets. Hello, right? We have a diverse field force, right? And we have a system.
Yes.
You have to run a system in business. Most of the reason why businesses fail in the first 3 to 5 years is because they just winging it.
Yeah.
And they don't know what to do. And they go into the SBA and they go into
no business plan.
They go into all these places. And they can have a business plan, but when you actually open your doors, the business plan is not what's happening.
Right.
Right? It's not really what's going on. And you have to be able to adjust and scale and all those kinds of things. We have strength on our side. I told you who our parent company is, Transamerica, Aegon, World Financial Group. And we offer the free financial needs analysis, which other companies, Charles Schwab, Edward Jones, those guys, they charge $2,500 to $5,000 to do what we do for free. And they only give you the analysis. They do not give you the strategies. We give you the strategies. So we could come into your home and say, this is what it looks like, this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to put in place. Okay? How do we get paid? So when I'm talking to you about business, and I have to say that these numbers have, give me 1 second here. I'll put my hand on it. Yes, the slide has changed. And it really looks like this now. So you come in as an associate. We are licensed, right? So,
You got it.
Yep.
Just
So we are licensed. So you come in as an associate, you come in at a 30% contract. So people who are already in the industry, they think that's a low number. They already making an 80% contract or a 60% contract. But the thing about it is they're captive. And they only work for New York Life or whoever it is. Where we are brokers. We can offer everything. So you come in at a 30% contract. 30%, so here's a scenario. Okay, put your thinking caps on. Real easy. We go and we do a financial needs analysis. The family decides they can save $185 a month. We found that money. It was already in the household. They were spending it at Sheetz. They were spending it at 7-Eleven. Okay? They didn't even know they had it. Right? Somebody said, don't go to Applebee's or something, right?
Yeah.
So they already had the money.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to look at a way to get that $185 into the index account.
Yeah.
Okay? Into the index account, right? Money goes up. Market goes up, money goes up. Market goes down, money locks in,
Locks
right?
in.
How
You
we
like
gonna show
that
them how
lock?
to do that?
That lock.
As an independent financial professional, World Financial Group, I personally am on a 62% contract, okay? This is a 30% contract. So this $185 multiplied by 12 comes to $2,220. Do that 4 times. Help one family a week. Help one family a week. Okay? And when you multiply that out, you will make $4,000 a month. Just part-time helping one family a week, rather. 4 families a month. Right? Got it? The new number is, this number is $4,320, and this is $50,000. Who can use an extra $50,000 a year helping families? Part-time. Part-time. Right? Pay off some student loans.
Oh.
Right?
Can we just shoot them?
Non-violence. Right? At a senior marketing director level, right, doing the same, helping the same 4 families at an 82% contract, you make $8,000, $7,680 right here, right? Now you $92,000 right here, right? That's you managing some other people at my level, right? So in here, so I'm between you can see, so my number's in between there, right? A senior marketing director who is helping to grow a team, right? Us coming together, right? Common cause, us growing together. We can, now you begin to override, and this money moves into $15,000 to $20,000 a month, $250,000 a year. Okay? In the next 2 to 3 years, you can do that. Anybody can do that. Give yourself a 5-year window. Right? Give yourself a 5-year window, and you can be sitting on a business that's generating, not you having to be there doing it, right? But that is generating, because people are taking interest all across this country. That's why my leadership ain't here today. Because they're out building it in other places, and all we're doing is running the system.
Yep, the system.
And so let me tell you how good we are at running systems. You give us a ball. I don't care if it's a golf ball, a basketball, football,
soccer ball,
a soccer ball, right? We excel.
Yep.
Right? You put the right beat on, right? And we got every move.
Bust a
move.
move.
Some new ones.
Bust a move.
Right? Right? On the entire planet. Because it's a system. Right? You run the play. You learn the dance. You run the play. You learn the dance. There's a learning curve, but we excel in everything on the planet. We can do this. And that whole thing that you're talking about, we can just shut it down. The question is not can we,
when
will we?
Right.
And then when will we get it done? And so
right
my
now,
question
right
to
now,
you,
right now.
when is now,
right now,
for you,
right
a
now,
good time for you to make a different decision for your life?
The time is now.
Based on the information that we received from, that you just received from me. My job today was to invoke some passion, right? I wanted to hit you in your heart and in your head, to share with you the truth of what's really going on financially and why we're in the condition that we're in, and give us the solution. We have the solution. We have the technology, okay? So the only thing that you risk today is doing nothing. We do all this, right? Events and recognition and all of that, because on your job, ain't nobody patting you on your back, telling you you did a good job, okay? We got all of that here. Next. Your next steps, get your financial needs analysis. Whether you decide that you want to come on board and work with us or not, everybody needs a free financial needs analysis. Wealthy people have a plan for their money, they're not even managing their own money. You have to have a professional money manager, because they get that they don't know, nor do they want to spend the time to do it. And you got to get free from finance. Once you make a lot of money, believe me, I made my first $1 million when I was 28 years old. When you make $1 million, when you make money like that, you got more responsibility than you think, right? Because people just think about, oh, the money. Oh, please, right? I've done that twice in my life. I'm on a 3-peat right now. So I get to stand in front of you talk to you about this because I know what it is to have no money. I also been homeless, living in Prospect Park in New York City. Okay, so I know what it's like to not have any money, and I know what it's like to have lots of money, and I know what it's like to not know what to do with it. Just be stupid. Right? Wear pony boots and leather pants and Diana Ross hair weave, and you know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what this is about. We are the population at risk. We are the population at risk. We are the population at risk. And so if we don't do something about that with a program that we can own and control, we're going to continue to be what?
Stuck in a cycle.
So who's up for that? Who wants to do something different? Right, I think we all want to do something different.
No, I do.
So you can start a business with us. You can do it full-time, you can do it part-time. Okay? Flex time. Because it still got to get done.
Yep.
We all still got to keep doing whatever it is we're doing to bring food in the house, right? But we got a plan. When Harriet Tubman was freeing the slaves, they still had to go pick cotton that day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yep.
Okay, you hear me?
I have a plan.
Right, so we get to do this in between time. TV time, gossip time, whatever time it is that we need to spend, right? Part-time or full-time. So here are the questions. Today, based on the information that I share with you, do you know someone who can benefit from this information? Yes?
Down. Yes.
Okay. Can this information help you and your family?
Yes.
Yes. Are you intrigued by the business?
Most definitely.
Okay. So, there we go. The only risk in this room right now is the risk of you doing nothing. And just going back to the way it is, and to think that what the information that you already have is enough to get you to where you want to go. So the question you have to ask yourself is, does what you're already doing have the horsepower to get you to your dreams? Does whatever that dollar hour that they're buying you with, they're buying your life with, is that enough to get you to where you have enough money for retirement? And we know it's more than $320,000 that you need.
Yeah.
Saved in a private bank. It's time to do something different. And this is that different thing. Oh, I wouldn't be here. Because believe me, I'm the militant sister. I'm the sister that cut out the Diana Ross hair weave, went to the ball, went to the temple, went to the right? Did all the stuff. Okay? I'm the militant one. And then I found out in this country, if you don't know how to do commerce, you just broke your whole life. From the cradle to the grave. Okay? My name is Robin Whitehurst. They call me RJ. And it's been my distinct pleasure and privilege to be able to share with you today what I feel is the most powerful financial tool that we have available to us today. Thank you so much for coming and spending your time and attention with us today.